Hello and welcome back to our Spring Trip 2025.
We've swept down through Kent and out west along the south coast. Along the way, we've eaten ice creams and ripped our trousers on barbed wire. In this episode, we take in historic Winchester, seat of Alfred the Great. We admire some wild ponies and their foals at the Roundhil Forestry Commission site at Brockenhurst in the New Forest. And we have a laundry day in Lymington.
We parked at the Winchester Park and Ride and caught the bus into the city.
Winchester was a Roman town before becoming the capital of Anglo-Saxon Britain under the rule of King Alfred the Great.
The bus dropped us off at Abbey Gardens and it was a short walk to the Cathedral.
There's been a church on this site since 648. The current cathedral was built between 1079 and 1532. It's the longest medieval cathedral in the world.
We didn't go into the main cathedral today, but there was still plenty to see in the grounds. Winchester is beautiful. Lots of historic buildings. Got all these old buildings. All the little wooden beams and tiny little windows.
We walked over to Wolvesey Castle, the old bishop's palace.
Another bishop's palace.
Another bishop's palace. They had lots of palaces.
Lots of bishops.
Bishops did all right for themselves.
Ah, crikey.
You can get a free audio tour online.
In its day, this would have been a magnificent building.
It was abandoned in 1680 and was partly demolished in 1786.
We took a lovely walk along the river Itchen. The river walk took us back to the city centre where we enjoyed a cream tea before heading back to the van.
The Winchester Park and Ride costs £3 for a maximum stay of 24 hours.
It's not level. We need to put the ramps on. See what I make him do? I make him check if the ground is level before we bother. That's tilting to the left. Anyway, yeah, these are the motorhome bays. Dave the surveyor.
Varies, but something like down to right too.
It does look like it's leaning that way when I'm out here.
It looks to me like it's all quite flat. Not level, but flat.
Are we level?
We're down to right one.
We were down 3. Have the ramps helped at all then?
If you come from down 3 to down 2, then yes. Not completely level, but down 2's no problem, is it?
No, we'll be fine.
From the Park and Ride, we found a lovely walk along the Itchen navigation.
Oh my gosh, what a lovely evening for a stroll. It's beautiful. What did you say it was, 16 degrees?
17.
Wow, that's incredible. A lovely sunny May weekday.
Oh, I'm really lucky with the weather.
Absolutely.
Hardly any rain.
Yeah.
It's a bit hot one day.
Yes. Ooh, hold on. I can't keep it on me. My arms are hurting. Well, who knew such a pretty walk would be so close to the park and ride? It's absolutely lovely. Really, really lovely.
Then we decided to climb St Catherine's Hill.
It looks like it might be happening. Oh look, there's a really useful thing written on this.
Yeah, a bit of advice.
Oh, that's hilarious. Right, signpost. A circular walk of 1.2 miles or
1.2 miles. Get to hill summit, third of a mile.
Well, I do love an after dinner walk, but an after dinner hill climb. Keep walking, I can show the incline very much. He's so good at doing what he's told, except when he doesn't want to do what he's told. Well, I never tell him what to do, really. Bloody hell. I slow right down on an incline. I just don't have the strength to do it anymore, but at least I'm trying.
If you do end up at the St Catherine's Park and Ride, this is a lovely walk, albeit a little bit steep.
What would you say the incline is on this hill?
I'd say it's about 1 in 3.
Yeah. That looks shallower that way.
Yeah, I don't think this is the route of steps.
I want to take the shallow.
This is the route of walk up down. You also get great views across the City of Winchester.
I think we're almost at the top.
At the top of St Catherine's Hill there used to be a Norman chapel and an Iron Age hill fort. What's here then? Or what was here?
A church was here.
Church. Are there ruins?
I don't know.
Stone church or a wooden church?
A Norman church.
Well, that could be wooden or stone, couldn't it?
Yeah. But this was part of the pilgrim's route. No, that's a log. I thought that was ruins.
I think the earliest Norman church is the temple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Benedict Abbey.
Oh, look. So this was the site of a Norman church. When were the Normans about?
Well, 1066. October.
Of course.
1066.
I should know everything about that, given that we've been to Battle and at Hastings site.
Yep. That all happened. Was it October 1066?
Oh, now you're testing me. Which way should we go?
Maze.
It's certainly, which way do you go? Woo. way. We're going this way. Whoop. I'm going to have to watch my footing. I think that will be it for the filming for one session. Well, we've had a good morning. I've been working. Really good signal strength here. And we had one other van with us last night. And there's been a couple of vans turn up this morning. But actually, this was a very quiet night's stop. Very good value for money. So, yeah. We're now on our way to our campsite via Aldi. We've had lunch and we've been here about 22.5 hours, and you can stay here for 24. So we're going to get on our way and start the next part of our adventure.
Now heading into the New Forest, we'd been on the road for 3 days, so it was time to find a campsite.
Oh, we've got to join a queue. I wonder if it's like CMC.
Oh, the joy. Oh, the surprise. There were wild horses on this campsite and newborn foals. Some of them were only a few days old. I was so excited. This really was something else. The ponies were just walking freely all around the campsite.
Roundhil campsite costs £27.80 a night.
So the campsite is absolutely massive. We've got all this space around us. The ponies are just running around free, and just to the left there is one of the many toilet and shower blocks.
The showers and toilets are porta cabins.
They weren't very big.
They weren't very big, no, bit snug.
Bit snug, yeah.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. You do have to watch where you're putting your feet though, because there's quite a lot of horse poop. We are going to go for a walk, a delightful walk into the woodland over there. But I'm a bit concerned that we might get lost, so I've got Dave dropping a pin because I don't trust mine. This campsite is truly massive, has to be said. Go left or right here?
The original reason I said was right here.
Oh look, there's our shadows walking in the evening sun. Aww. There's just something lovely about the colours at this time of the day.
There are lots and lots of walking trails, easily accessible from the site, and the wild horses are everywhere.
Is it warm enough for you?
Yes, certainly is.
What time of the evening is it?
It's nearly 7 o'clock in the evening.
Nearly 7 o'clock. Beautiful sunshine. Lots of beautiful gorse in bloom.
had a quiet night's sleep and arose to blue skies.
I thought actually I'd just show you this because obviously I'm working in the van and we've got all this power on the solar panel, so rather than my laptop keep running out of charge every time I'm using it, we've got this extender to plug into the socket here, and this, I don't know what this is called, a DC car adapter, and you just plug that in here to the socket, and this into here, and then this into the laptop here, and it works really well, and it's really great for keeping everything charged up whilst I'm working. Well, it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful morning here on the campsite, and I've just finished work for the day. I only have to do an hour and a half on a Friday, but that's it. That's it. No more work this holiday. I've got 2 weeks off now, so no more stresses in the morning, no getting up early, so that's fabulous. And oh my goodness me, we've got cows over the back here. I'll show you those in a second. I haven't seen the horses this morning. Well, those over there aren't horses, they're definitely cows. They can stay over there. I'm not happy about cows. It was almost like an off-grid location here. There was just no one about, with the added advantage that you can have a shower and use a proper toilet. Dog barking, fine. And the other advantage to this, over say a woodland car park where you're parking overnight, is that there's been no traffic coming past, there's been no dog walkers early morning. Yeah, it's just been utterly peaceful, and I've loved it so much that I'm really thinking that we should come back here on the way home. Anyway, today we're not going to do what I'd originally planned. We are going to go into Lymington and find a laundry, and what I've done was so when you go somewhere new, it's always really difficult to know where to park, so I had to do some research last night, because quite often you can choose a car park and it's got a height barrier and won't fit. So I had to do my research last night on parking places in Lymington, and there were a few where you could park your motorhomes, but they were very, very expensive. I mean, we're talking over £4 for 2 hours. And I don't know how long it's going to take for us to do the laundry, but it would be nice to have a little look around the town as well. So what I did was I used your parking space, and we're going to park at Waitrose for 4 hours for £3. That's pretty good, right? So I've heard people use it for overnight stops before, but actually I think for daytime parking, for most of these supermarket car parks, you know that you can get in and you can fit your van in, and there's no inspector coming around to make sure that you're right between the lines. You've just got your ANPR when you go in and your ANPR when you go out. So I'm hoping that this will work out quite well for daytime parking when we visit places as well. So we have to leave this campsite at 11 o'clock, which is an early leave for us really. Dave's just gone to have a shower. We just need to do the water and the waste, and then we'll be on our way. But first, coffee. You see my rubbish old mug I got? The 10-year-old, 15-year-old camping mug. I haven't found a replacement for my favourite mug, the one that broke. But I'm hunting. But until then, cheers. Bit of a rush to leave that campsite, wasn't it?
It was a bit of a rush, yeah.
Yeah, but we've got 5 or 10 minutes to kill because I didn't book the parking until 11:30, so we're just going to sit here on the side of the road for 5 minutes.
Enjoy the sunshine, listen to the birds tweeting.
Yeah, and then we'll be on our way, because I should have booked the parking for 11:15 really, but I didn't. So yeah, I don't want to get there early and get a fine because it's all ANPR. So anyway, it's a pretty picture there with all the greenery behind you.
Yeah. Trees and stuff.
Trees and stuff. That's what we like, trees and stuff. Oh dear.
So we had to leave the campsite by 11, and it was about 1:45, and we still had to do the waste and the water. And you've distracted me now, I've lost my flow. And so it was all a bit of a rush trying to fill up with water, and the water wasn't where... What are you tapping for?
Just disturbing you again.
Ah. So yeah, the fresh water was nowhere near the chem waste part, so we had to drive one bit and then drive another bit, so we were a little bit tardy leaving the site, but we didn't cause any problems, thankfully. I was getting a bit, I've got to be off the site, because I'm a stickler for rules, you see. Anyway, we'll be on our way soon. What I just wanted to say was the car park here at Waitrose
In Lymington.
really good value.
Not Lymington, Lymington.
Really good value, but the spaces are quite small, so we've parked kind of out of the way. And we're sticking over a fair bit, but we're out of the way, so there's plenty of room.
The laundry costs £7 for a self-service wash and dry. Lymington is lovely. Lots of independent shops.
Do you want to go in the flapjackery?
Of course I do, but I'm not going to.
Do you want to go in the pasty shop?
Of course I do, yeah. Shit for lunch. The flapjacks on one side, pasties on the other side, and God watching. And a cobbled street leading down to the harbour.
Thank you for joining us on this leg of our trip, and do subscribe if you'd like to catch up with us next time.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.